Welcome, everybody, to the RIA Style and Swagger Challenge. Welcome. And if you're watching this in a replay, then so glad to have you here. And so, what we're going to be doing today is we're actually going to be creating some standards for your brand. And what that means is that we're going to actually go through, and I'm going to give you some homework and some tips, and we'll go through a couple of things. But basically, if you can have a nice understanding of just like one part, the physicals, but on the other part, the less tangible, the verbal portion, and really like how you want your mission and purpose to come across. That this creates a lot of clarity with your group. What I wanted to do. Hold on just one second. I want to mute this picture in picture right here. Okay, I guess I'll just keep on going. So first thing we're going to do here, guys, is just to overview what it is that we're going to be covering, and there's more to it than just this. But basically, the visual strategy and the brand tenants, what we're going to be going over a couple of days. Then we're also going to be having Julie Johnson, ex-executive at UBS and amazing teacher, is going to be coming in to talk about our communication strategies. So with that, let me just kick us into the next stage of what we're doing here, and actually just look at uh, what it is that we're doing. So the first step, I presume that you have a logo. And so since you have a logo, this is something that you always need to be providing to graphic designers, to folks that you're working with. And just even having a central location that you can go to quickly is really helpful. So in this document, you can actually either put in a share link if you're a ComConnect user, or if you use Google Drive or Dropbox, something like that. That can be the easiest way to get someone access to it. Or you can actually load your files into this document, and you can actually save it. Just click on the document and put your logo in there and just press save, and it'll actually replace it with these images, so it's easy to see and easy for your designers to get access to. So we want to include your logo, any icon, if you have an icon pack that is specific to your way of working, we want to have that there too. Basically, any graphics that you think are really good for a designer to make sure to have on hand is what we want to put on this page. And that's really all about there is to this. It's really about the after effects that are so important. It's not complicated. The next page of what we're going through is also, how do you want your logo to be used? You know, one of my favorite examples is the CFP board guidelines for logos. It's something that we pretty much all of us look at and have to wrangle with. And there's a way to do it and a way to not do it. And this is a standard process from graphic designers. This is something that Natasha takes our clients through when she's doing a style guide session. And it's just important to have like, okay, this way of doing it is good, and this way of doing it is not good, which starts to create some consistency. And if you're going to have to focus on one, because this is a little bit more advanced, I suggest that you talk about how you do want your brand images to be used, but anything that you can put in here is going to give some insight to your designers on exactly like what it is that they want. You know, how it is, what you want out of them, actually. And so both those things are pretty straightforward, and so is this. Although this is a little bit more important. And so basically, what we want to do is have it so that you have standardized colors for your firm. Generally, it's two, maybe three colors, and then more, you know, it's good to actually choose the blacks and the whites or a gray that you're going to be using. And what I'd like you to do is actually, so there's two steps here. One, if you don't actually have your color scheme yet, then I would pick this Canva color link right here, which takes us over to, it's a part of Canva that's free. And they actually have a number of different ways that you can assemble colors. And frankly, if you want help with that, reach out to us, because Natasha's really good at helping folks pick their colors, and would love to actually help you with that. Same with this Paladin link right here. That's also a very important link that can just help you get some standardized colors. But if you already have your colors, then I actually suggest that you click on this one, the color picker. You need to allow that. Now it's going to hop open. And what this is a plugin. And so the best thing that you can do, install this plugin. It's a Chrome plugin. There are plenty of other options. I just think this one's pretty great. And then go to your website is probably one of the easiest answers. So if we go to Digital Marketing 4FP and not to the admin, what we're going to be able to do is start to actually have some standardized colors. And the first thing I would ask you to do is to actually use this on your logo, because your logo is probably is the central location for your colors and brand representation. It really is very important and shows up everywhere. And so what we can do, let me move some Zoom windows, is here is my color picker. Oh wait, no, here's my color picker. And just pick color picker from page. And then it opens up this little crosshairs. And then like, let's see what this green is, right? And so you can see and you can highlight over, give it a second while the computer's working hard. So there's a lot for them to catch up on. Actually, let's try it in this block. Okay, great. So now you can see that the plugin is bringing in that color. And then we just click on it. Let's copy to the clipboard, and you can actually see it set it there for a second, but that's going to be a little bit too fast. So here's the color picker. It is on the clipboard, but I also want to just show you that also the colors highlighted here, and that we have the hex numbers and the RGB numbers. I tend not to use these HSV numbers as much. A lot of them, they relate to each other. We're not going to get into that too much, and really all you need to remember is the RGB and the hex code. The hex code, just to break it down, is actually the same thing. That this is the R, this is the G, and this is the B. And each one of those numbers, so it's actually 3 things in there. And once you have that, then just copy it, go back over to the to your color index and paste in your number. Oh, I'll just type it in for right now. So 74B860. 74B860. And then we go and we do that to the rest of the document.